Hey, what's up? What's going on, people? You know what time it is? The BQF, the Black Quarterback Forum. Me and my man Shmee's getting at it. You know, it's week
What up? What up?
9, but this is our 13th video, so starting to become a regular thing. We usually have them on Wednesday. We're a day late. I know most of the week, well, week 9 is already in the books that happened.
Yeah.
Thank everybody that goes to the website. Check it out, you know, because I make commentary, put all my links there. So appreciate that. But also, back to my jerseys. This is a Houston Texans jersey, believe it or not. Of course, Deshaun Watson, who won this past week. But I'm wearing a Houston Texans jersey, as close as I can get to a CJ Stroud. I ain't got a CJ Stroud yet. I was trying to decide on which rookie between him, Anthony Richardson. I rarely buy two jerseys from the same team.
Yeah.
But I'm going to probably get a CJ Stroud because he just don't look nothing like the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It don't look nothing like their colors. So that's why I would go. And I forget his number off the top, but it's a total different number. But Anthony Richardson, I like. I don't have a Colts jersey either. So,
no.
But anyway. Goop got Carolina Panthers, but Bryce Young. Yeah, he's playing tonight. And my man, we need 30 yards out of Miles Sanders, right?
That's it.
We put it out there again. Okay, that's just it. There's no other thing. But anyway, we about to get out of this. He got his ball right. It's Ravens Central. Y'all know it. I got the Lamar. I'm going to bring back that purple. I love that purple. It's pretty. Because I ain't got it on tonight. But I'm going to bring it back. Because this is Ravens Central on the back end. Because like all those regular shows, they got all their favorite sports teams. And this is ours. So I love my black quarterbacks. My man, Ravens Central 100. And we get at it. We'll talk about it. So, but off the top, week 9, you know, if you read the commentary, which I put out some special things in the commentary, but, you know, we're going to go over the top teams. Black quarterbacks make some history with Joshua Dobbs and the rookie C.J. Stroud. So we're going to talk about those things. So to me, what's most impressive with Joshua Dobbs is how quickly he picked up the offense and how he's been moved around. And to me, this whole thing about the black quarterbacks, because I'm a historian when it comes to us black quarterbacks, they ain't think we was smart enough. And it just blows that narrative out the window. Because they talk, if you ever heard them talk about how difficult it is to pick up offenses, either is or isn't, or that man is just that smart for what he's done. We just read the article, what was it? 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. Three combined rushing and passing touchdowns.
For 2 different teams.
2 different teams.
In the same season.
In consecutive games.
In consecutive weeks. Nobody's ever done that before.
First time ever done.
Right. So that's amazing in itself. Because we know how hard it is just to score a touchdown. How many times quarterbacks drop back and pass the whole game but never throw a touchdown?
It's been quite a few this weekend.
Just this weekend alone. So, but anyway, here's talk about
tonight we ain't got one. In the game tonight, we ain't got one. No passing touchdown. Special team touchdown, no passing touchdown. No.
Right. Well, man, Smee's going to get into the Dobbs a little more. But also C.J. Stroud, right? Broke the rookie passing record, 470 yards.
470 yards to
5 touchdowns.
Streak with no interceptions. Like I think after that game, he pretty much solidified
Rookie of the year.
Rookie of the year.
Offensive Andy.
Offensive Rookie of the year.
They do,
you know what I'm saying?
Defensive.
Yeah.
That's what I wrote in there.
But he solidified Offensive Rookie of the year.
Yeah.
And I know previously I said I thought it would be between Stroud and Richardson. That we never know. We got next year. Obviously, Richardson got hurt at that time. Richardson's trajectory was up as well. But one thing we have established is Bryce Young probably may be the worst of all the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Houston quarterback out there rocking now, doing some things. Like he may appear to be the worst quarterback in the draft, taking number 1. So that number 1 pick ain't always gold.
No. NFL they ain't got that science down yet. And so we can just, when it comes to Bryce, me and him talked before the video, it's a size thing. And they put up the chart with him and what was it, Flutie?
Him, Flutie,
and
Kyler Murray, all 5'10".
In suspect careers. Flutie's a winner. We know what he did in college, his great things. But Kyler Murray is yet to prove it. And then this is Bryce Young first year. But then I think Russell Wilson and Drew Brees are 5'11", or they're slated, because I know they ain't 5'9".
Yeah.
They're 5'11". So those are 2 of the under 6 feet quarterbacks, Drew Brees and Russell Wilson, that have, had major success.
Yeah.
So Anyway, I think it's a size issue. We was watching the game earlier, and it was a play, and my man said that maybe he just couldn't see it because it was a line. He was probably running wide open. It was one of those you got to throw him open.
2 middle backers set, far side backer drops, inside backer picks up coverage. You got that whole flat coming across wide open.
He's wide open.
You know what I mean? And you just got to anticipate the throw, though. And dude coming and just...
Well, Bryce threw 3 interceptions last week, so he's scared. He just got beat there. Anyway, so...
Y'all get gunslinger.
Yeah, Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Yeah.
So, all right. I'm going to get right down to the top team. We're going to get into the black quarterbacks and all what they did specifically later on. But the top teams, we're going to take the AFC and NFC first. NFC is easy.
I think...
Which one do you think is easier?
I'll take the NFC. I'll take the NFC.
Okay. NFC, my version of the top teams in NFC is the Eagles, 8-1, and then is everybody else, which includes Cowboys, Niners, and the Lions.
Yeah, I got the same one, same 4. Because I mean, after those 4, like it's trash. Like you got the drop off is so steep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like Minnesota or the Saints, and I had a Saints projection, and they got the easiest schedule on their way out for the rest of the season. But they got to show me some of these next couple weeks. They got to win with some style and fashion, and then they can probably get back up in there. I ain't gave up on them, but as I said 2 weeks ago, we're on life support.
Yeah,
and it's slowly going.
Whoever comes out of that South, we know. Okay, so I don't have their schedule written down. Let's just take a look at the Eagles for a moment. And then I'm talking about these next 5 games. They are at the Chiefs in 2 weeks. Both the Chiefs and the Eagles are off this week. Then they have the Bills, Niners, at the Cowboys, at Seattle. And I said if they go 3-2 and 4-1, they're pretty much a lock for the best team, number 1 seed in the East or the NFC. Because their last 3 games, Giants, Cardinals, and Giants, they're going to win those 3 without question. Everybody think, right? Unless something earth-shattering. So out of those 5 before that, where do you think they might have a loss? 2 weeks against the Chiefs?
I could see
on the road, Andy Reid. Chiefs are horrible, right? They should beat the Chiefs, right? In your estimation, that's the worst of the worst.
I think they beat the Chiefs, and if the Chiefs beat you, they almost kind of like in boxing that gatekeeper. If you can't beat us, you don't deserve a Super Bowl.
So
because this is the Chiefs' most beatable year in 4 or 5 years. Like honestly,
right.
So if you can't beat the Chiefs this year, like how you even talking Super Bowl?
Okay.
So I feel like they beat the Chiefs.
They're on the road. They got the Bills at home.
I think they could lose to the Bills.
They got the Niners at home.
I think they could lose to the Niners.
And then they go on the road to the Cowboys and Seattle.
I think they could lose to the Cowboys and Seattle, depending on the state of the team at that point.
So, at worst, what do you think they come out of here, out of those 5 games? 2-3 or 3-2?
I think 2-3.
Okay, so 2-3.
At best, 3-2.
If they go 2-3, that would put them at 13-4 for the season. I still don't think the Lions, Cowboys, and Niners are going to be better.
I do. I'm looking at the Lions schedule right now. I don't see a loss on that schedule.
You don't see no loss?
No. Where?
They go
at the Chargers. I think they beat the Chargers. Chargers pass defense is horrible, and they're gonna throw the ball. They definitely beat the Bears. They definitely beat the Packers. The Saints at that point, the Saints gonna be who I thought they was, or they gonna be out of here. You know what I mean at that point. But if the Saints win that, that's gonna say a lot, and we steamrolling into the playoffs. If not, Lions win it easy.
I don't think the Chargers is gonna be a lock for them. Because to me, Sandy Diego were way back. And these Chargers, they're one of these teams that, given the right circumstances, they can put some points up on you. And I don't think, to me, the Lions ain't that put their foot on your throat and we're going to beat you down, even when we got you up.
They are.
To me, Jared Goff is suspect. He'll give you that interception.
He might. He's showing that.
So, I'm not giving him that. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, the Bears and the Packers, yes. I was choking before. I didn't get my consciousness. But I'm back. The Saints, I'm going to say the Saints going to beat them. I just don't like the Lions.
That's the Saints, and it's tough to win in the Silver Dome. But like I said, the Saints, that's going to tell
Right.
what it is. They either won on a 3-game winning streak. That's going to be 4 against a super good team, and the rest of your schedule is cake. I think they got one of the easiest schedules in football.
Yeah,
the
I
rest
think-
of the way out.
So after the Saints, I think they'll beat the Bears.
They'll beat the Broncos. They'll beat the Vikings.
Yeah, and then the Cowboys. I think Lions.
That's going to solidify.
Well, the Lions will have the division. So,
Well,
and they, to me, okay. So at this point,
that's going to be the number 1 seed for the Lions.
right? So
Because
they're
if
playing
you
for the
said
number
they
one
gonna
seed,
end up
right?
at- So
Right.
that game is going to have meaning on it for
Right.
the Lions
Okay.
to me.
So right,
And I
and
think
the
the Lions
Cowboys
win that game to show you they're the real deal.
Well, the Cowboys playing for
The
wild
Cowboys
card.
will still make the playoffs.
right, as a wild, right. So
And they're going to have to come from the bottom
at the
up
Cowboy, I don't know. I'm not giving
because they're not winning the
the
division.
Okay, and then the Vikings. So out of their last 8, which are a little tougher than their last 3, so
I say they go 8-0,
whew,
but
no, nobody
7-1.
I say 5-3.
Where the 3 lost? The Cowboys, Saints, and Chargers.
Yeah,
Okay, I mean that's fair.
yeah.
That's fair.
And that don't put them better than the Eagles.
That
my
will
point.
put them 1 game below the
Right.
Eagles.
So now the Cowboys, yeah, they'll beat the Giants. They should beat the Panthers. Should beat the Commanders. The Commanders, that's a division game.
That's going to be tough.
It's gonna be tough, but they should beat them.
And
Without Chase Young, Without Chase Young, running, chasing
Yeah.
after Dak, they should
ain't
beat.
really did nothing.
Who? Chase Young
Yeah.
or Dak?
Chase Young.
Both. No. Seahawks come to town. You get up, down. That could. Gino and them, they could get on the roll.
I win Cowboys. Win.
Yeah. Eagles.
Gonna be done.
They got the Eagles. They can't beat the Eagles.
I think they win that game, and that gives the Eagles one of those losses I was talking about.
Okay, I think the Eagles beat them. Before we start the video, now I'm going to say this about the Cowboys. I don't think the Cowboys, in their current version, with Dak Prescott, and who's it? Mike
Mike McCarthy.
McCarthy. I was going to say Mike Holmgren. I know what Holmgren. Mike
Well,
McCarthy.
both was in Green Bay.
Right. I don't think on their best day can beat the Eagles or the Niners full strength, which I think if they play the Niners again, they might not lose as bad, but they're at full strength Niners.
I think
Or the Lions. That's just me. I don't
for
think
me
they
with the
can.
Cowboys,
I don't think they can. So,
I feel like for them, honestly, it comes down to coaching. They have the talent. They have the players. Like, I feel like it's not lack of heart, lack of effort. I think it's just lack of preparation, which comes to the coach. As a player, you can only do so much.
I get it.
Because, again, there's a game plan that's laid out. You could have some input. You could. But honestly, with the Cowboys, I honestly just feel like it comes down
Okay.
to coaching. They're
I
just
just
not
don't-
prepared.
I
They're
just don't
not-
think this version of the Cowboys is better than these 3 other teams, as I'm saying.
I think they just as good.
So I think they lose to the Eagles. They go on the road to Buffalo. That's a touch. Buffalo gonna be
That's gonna
fighting
be
the
a tough
call.
game.
That's gonna be tough. So
And it's in December. It might be snowing. It might be, who knows.
and then when they go to Miami after that, it's
I think
warm.
they beat Miami.
I don't think they beat Miami. I think 2 of them playing for their lives, and Dallas come to town. That's just the type of game. Dallas ain't gonna get blown out, but I don't think they keep up with Miami.
I think Dallas establishes the run and controls the clock.
Okay, well we've seen the formula to beat Miami. Can Dallas pull it off?
I think they will.
I don't think so. I'm hard on the Cowboys. Anyway, they Lions that
game
at home.
at home.
Well then they play the Commanders again.
I mean, the Cowboys making the playoffs. I'm not
Right.
saying they're not going to make
But
the
they got
playoffs.
but they right.
But like they're not in running
They're
for
not
number
gonna-
1 seed.
Right, they're not going to win it.
Their
Right,
schedule
so
won't
that's what I'm
allow.
saying. So then you got the nine.
That's a tough 4, really a 5-game stretch.
Let's see.
Seahawks, Eagles, Bills, Dolphins, Lions.
Yeah,
Like that's a tough 5-game
NFL.
stretch right before the end
shit
of the
ain't
season.
easy. It's NFL.
So, and looking at Detroit's schedule, looking at the Eagles' schedule, like there's no way the Cowboys pull off the number 1 seed. Like they could
Bears
try to backdoor that division, you know what I'm saying, and get that. But at the end of the day, I think the number 1 seed is the Detroit Lions.
I think it's the Eagles. We got $5, right? No, I don't bet. He better know. I
I'll take
don't bet. He said he'll take my money. But okay, the Niners. So they go this week in Jacksonville.
That's
Yeah.
a big game. I think
Oh,
both
yeah.
of them coming off buys.
Yeah, and we will see
Niners,
The
let's not
young-
forget about the 3-game losing streak they on
the
going
young
into the bye.
phenom in San Fran against what they call him, the Prince. In,
Who?
Jacksonville, the quarterback.
Jacksonville?
Trevor Lawrence. They refer to him as the Prince
Do they?
because of the way he look.
I call him Sunshine. Remember the Titans?
The Titans beat up on them.
No, remember the Titans, the movie?
Right,
Sunshine, the quarterback that came from LA or California, the surfer. That's what he looked like to me. Sunshine.
I think it's going to be tough for the Niners. I think the Jacksonville going to get them.
I think Jacksonville wins that game.
Then we got Tampa Bay. That should be a win for them. At Seattle, I think they'll get them on the road. And then in 4 weeks, they at Philadelphia. So it's a rematch of the conference championship. And in 49ers, will they be 100% or, will everybody be back? Because they're going to want to get at it. So.
Yeah, the thing with the 49ers is it's going to be interesting. Because they could go from real high to real low. Because, again, as you see, the theme going to be all these teams got tough stretches and the cream is going to rise to the top. Because they pretty much got Seattle, Eagles, Seattle. Right back to back.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a tough 3-game stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Then you travel to the Cardinals. Then you come back and you got the Ravens at home on Christmas night.
Oh, one. Fantastic.
Like
the Christmas Eve? Christmas Day. Like, open up the presents, get your ass whooped. That's the ass whooping on Christmas Day for them, people. I'm telling y'all a month in advance.
They got a tough stretch there that's, you know what I mean? And right now, what are they, 3 losses?
Right.
I think 3 losses. So
Christmas Day, all you 49er fans out there, y'all might celebrate Christmas Day before, because when you open your presents on Christmas Day, late in the day, just like a lot of Cowboy fans on Thanksgiving be all upset when the Cowboys lose, this my 49ers probably going to lose that day. I'm just saying. Anyway, but we still think in the NFC, they got a chance.
Yeah.
In the NFC, of course. But like I said, to me, the current version of the Cowboys are not better than those other 3 teams. But that's the NFC. The AFC, I only consider 2 teams. Because to me, and I say this every week, and I'm going to keep saying it every week in my commentary, I'll take Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes over the rest of the quarterbacks in the AFC. Period. Hands down. I don't care about the other teams. All the shit they talk on regular TV. We professional, unprofessional. You're going to get some shits, some F-bombs here from time to time. And as the season goes on, they're going to get worse. So it's not made for children, as it says. Okay? They ask you that shit when you post a video. Anyway, the Ravens, like I said, we believe in them very strongly here. Very strongly. They had the Browns this week, and I feel sorry for Deshaun Watson. They're playing this jersey, but they're going to get, I ain't saying beat down because it's a divisional game, but it's going to be tough on Deshaun. He think he healthy again. I think the Ravens might make you unhealthy.
Ravens by 17.
Ravens. Then they go.
They're going to win by 17.
Right. They at home. They got Cincinnati 2 back-to-back. If they solidify both of them, division there.
And that Cincinnati game is Thursday.
Yeah, it's
so
a Thursday.
That's a 4-day swing.
Right, a short week. It is.
Short week. And then
they go on the road to beautiful LA. Everybody loves LA, right? Everybody go up there. It's nice and warm. All the fine women. That's a dub. And they stay out there. No, they don't. But they go back next week. That's or a little later. It's more than a week. To the Rams. That's a dub too. Back to LA. Or no, they got the Chargers at home. My bad. So weather might not be great. But then they go to LA for the Rams for all the cute girls. Then the Jaguars. You tell me the Jaguars could be tough,
in
right?
Jacksonville.
In Jacksonville. And you pointed out that
I'll say the last 3 matchups against Jacksonville.
Wow, interesting. Then that's that Christmas game. Come back. It's in Candle. It's not Candlestick. It's what's
Levi Stadium.
Levi. Is the Jeans people?
Yeah.
They're like
Levi Jeans.
What's his name? Will Levi.
I don't know.
The quarterback for Tennessee. What is his name?
Will Levis.
Oh, Will Levis, not Levi.
Yeah.
But anyway, they go on the road.
Marv Lee.
They still gonna beat the Niners, people. And the Dolphins, 2 of the track team, as I like to call them, and then they finish out with the Steelers. So it's not an easy schedule by any stretch.
That back 4 going to be tough because the Steelers going to probably at that point be playing for their playoff life.
Right.
So they probably going to have to win to get in.
Right.
We're going to be playing to win for the number 1 seed. And that's what I'm saying. Of the last remaining games, I really say there's only one gimme game, and that's the Rams. The Chargers
you have to
could get crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Jaguars, obviously, Niners, Dolphins, Steelers.
Right. None of them
So-
give me, NFL people, they don't give you nothing. You got to earn it.
We're going to earn it. We're
Every
going to show
week.
why we number one.
The only other team I care about, well, I care about all the black quarterbacks, but the ones that really got a chance, I think, in my estimation. It ain't like I've been just woke up and started looking at all this, but it's the best quarterbacks, right? Colin Cowherd says that. Not just me, people. Okay? So the Chiefs, they go to Philly in 2 weeks.
So what do you think about that one? What's your take on that one?
The Chiefs and the Eagles?
Win-loss?
Okay. I think they're going into Kansas. I'm not kidding. I keep saying fucking Kansas City. They're going into Kansas City. The Eagles.
Yeah.
I think the Eagles might come out with a dub. I think the Eagles got just a little bit more motivation and a little better right now. This is in 2 weeks. They're both off this week. Andy Reid's record out of a bye is probably pretty good.
Yeah.
But I think the Eagles probably got just a little more motivation. And I think the more motivated team wins. They're equally talented, and I just think the more motivated team wins. And I think the Eagles want that number one seed. I think Kansas City will be okay if they're the number 2 seed because I think they believe they can go anywhere and win with Patrick.
But they haven't, though. But I see.
That's just their mindset. When we talked about earlier, you talking about
No, I'm
Pierce?
saying they just always had the number one seed, so they've never had to go on the road.
Right, but
You
I
know
think
what I'm
they feel like, okay, we'll be okay with Patrick.
Yeah.
So I think the Eagles might get them because they got just a lower motivation. Y'all beat us in the Super Bowl. I know we're coming into your house, but I think Jalen and them, and not just Jalen, the receiver Brown is what makes them go. If you ask me,
Okay.
So
I mean, I agree. I think the Eagles win that game, in my opinion. But looking at the schedule, I see 4 more losses for the Chiefs.
okay. So after the Eagles, Raiders, Packers, they go on the road, wins.
Those both wins.
We would say Bills
I think
at
the
home.
Bills beat 'em.
I don't think so. Bills gonna be playing hard. We talking 4 games. We talking December 10th here. Bills gonna be playing. I'll give the.
Again, I'm going with the mindset that if you think he's trying to do something, going to be something, you got to
Right.
knock out the old
True.
gatekeeper
True.
when they're ready to go. And I think the Bills, that's going to be a game that they have to have to get into the playoffs.
Right.
As a trending right now, the AFC North might get 4 teams in the playoffs,
Yeah. That's
which will take up all the
Has
playoffs.
any conversation division ever happened?
I'm pretty sure that might have happened.
Is that a precedent? Would that be?
I don't know. I think it might have happened maybe once or twice. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Okay,
But
yeah.
you know what I mean? I'm looking at the AFC North.
Agreed.
They could still all of
Yeah.
them. But again, they're going to get in because of they
okay.
going to
Well,
win
so
the conference.
we split
But
on
a
that.
lot of people saying Denver might backdoor it.
Okay.
I told you about Minnesota.
What backdoor is that?
Backdoor to the
strip
conference.
club?
If they take three,
not
four more
backdoor
out.
to the playoffs. It got to be backdoor to the chicken spot at strip club. But anyway, so okay, Bills we split. They should beat the Patriots. They should beat the Raiders. Bengals end of the year 12-31 for the Chiefs.
That's a loss.
We'll see
That's
if
a loss.
we'll see how the Bengals are looking. They're gonna be playing for their playoff lives, not the division, because we think the Ravens are gonna take that division. Then they go on the road to once again to everybody loves to play in beautiful LA.
I think that's a loss too to the Chargers.
The Chargers playing tough, you do. Okay, so and
I
then
got 4 losses right there.
so they won't have the number one seed based on.
No.
Okay, so Ravens and the rest of the teams
What do you think the Ravens going to do with that schedule? What do they end up at?
out of the last 8.
Yep.
So there's division games. They could split. I say 6-2.
6-2.
6-2.
That's fair.
6-2. That'll put them at 13-4.
I say 7-1.
Okay.
And the Jaguars is a game that worries me.
Okay.
But I think our defense.
You know the Ravens history much more than me. I mean, that's cool. To me, I think either the Chiefs, number one seed in the AFC. Okay, the other teams, Jacksonville, Miami, are the division leaders, I believe, right now. Buffalo, Cincinnati, and Cleveland are the other playoff teams, right? So, like I always said in the commentary here, you're going to have movement between 5, 6, and 7, maybe even 4 with Miami and Buffalo. But I don't think 1 and 2 is going to change. NFL is all about trends and how things are trending. So I just don't think 1 or 2 is going to change. That's just my estimation. Could be wrong. Well, Alex is wrong. A Dizzle.
I think 1, 2 will change in a sense of I think Jacksonville takes the number 2 spot.
Okay, that's feasible. I can see that happening. All right.
That'd be my only change on
Okay.
it. Jacksonville would definitely take 2.
Well,
I got Cincinnati 3 and Kansas City 4.
Okay. Well, we'll revisit this in a couple of weeks. In a month, people, because there'll be 4 more games in the books and just only 4 left. And like I like to say, the NFL is a bunch of hype and hope. And they will still be hyping up your team when your team is, I don't know, 4-8. It's all about that hype and hope. Not this week, next week. Not this year, next year. Your team's going to win. So, you want to go first on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just breaking down the quarterbacks for the AFC, normally you had a big showdown, which kind of looked like they was playing with water pistols, not real pistols, between the Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. Like, the numbers were average, low-scoring game. The biggest thing from that, to me, as we talked about, this is where teams kind of set precedents, and my track work is what it was. The Dolphins, their thing is you could beat up on the kindergartners, but when you get to high school, you get punched in the mouth, you go run and tell the principal. You can't punch back, in a sense of all the big dogs have beaten Miami this year. And Miami, the numbers offensively, they got to win offensively, didn't really project them to win it. Tua, 193 yards, 1 touchdown. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Like,
I think because they was playing in Germany.
I mean,
Maybe they had to. They got
Super Bowl ain't gonna be at home. Not only in the wintertime in the playoffs, you might not be home. Super Bowl ain't gonna be at home. I guess they hoping to snooze through there to Vegas.
Oh,
It's close to Miami. Close weather.
Right,
Close
it's
weather.
indoors though.
Yeah. Then we got Mahomes again. Just
Average.
it's impressive what Mahomes is doing, just based on what he got to work with. I mean, he was 20 for 30, 185, 2 touchdowns,
Would you
no
call-
interceptions.
Outside of Kelsey, you call his receivers subpar?
Uh,
Yeah, they are.
they baiting on between them and Carolina. I watched
the
Carolina
worst.
play by play today. There wasn't really nothing there to watch
Check
all
this
year.
out. So I was looking at the stats for wide receivers, and about the first 25, it's one receiver from every different team.
Yeah,
Okay, then it get 26, 27 as a one team with 2, and then but the first Chiefs wide receiver is Kelsey. He's in the top 30, I believe.
and
But
he's
then
not
the
a wide receiver.
I know.
Yeah,
To your
but-
point.
yeah.
But then the receivers, they not even okay. You got to go to page 2. Okay, to get to the receivers for Kansas City, and I'm like, where?
You know what I'm saying? They got the best receiver. They got the worst receiver room between them and honestly, the Carolina Panthers and probably the Arizona Cardinals are the worst receiver rooms in the NFL. Hands down. Hands down. Like there's no potential, there's no possibility, there's no hope. Like
What?
anything
Wait,
good is
the
coming
NFL.
outside of the
But
building.
it's hope. It's always hope.
No. The hope is gone. The thrill is gone. Thrill is gone.
Wait, you telling me the hope? No, can't
Nah.
be. All right, what's-
I mean, you're banking on Marquise Brown in Arizona and a whole bunch of nothing else.
hey, the
I
name
need a
alone. Mark,
Lets me know we ain't got to worry. Lets me know, hey, man, cover today, baby. We blitzing 8. We blitzing 8. Single safety high, we sitting everybody else.
He
We
sounds
man to
like,
man.
sounds like he's smooth out there.
Yeah.
I ain't followed the Cardinals. We live in Arizona.
Yeah.
And I have not cared. Since Josh Dobbs left, what's the reason? What's the purpose? Okay?
Josh did his thing.
Right. He moved on to better things.
Watson with the with Cleveland. I mean, they played the Cardinals. Cardinals on the road. That defense is
Beat
just,
up on the Harper Cardinals.
honestly. And the thing about it is, I like to saw more from Watson. 19 for 30, 219, average 7 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Like fairly decent numbers, but first drive of the game resulted in nothing or field goal. Last drive before the half resulted in a field goal. Like just the meaningful drives, you know what I mean, is what's going to show. You'll see it 3 days from now on Sunday, bright and early in the morning. You'll see that offense ain't what it is, but it's the defense. But Watson, still work in progress. For what he's getting paid, you ain't getting your money back on investment right now.
You've been somewhat
Not with Watson.
You've been somewhat disappointed.
And then C.J. Stroud kind of saved the best for last with C.J. Stroud. Amazing day, shootout, great game if you had a chance to watch. I told y'all week 2, if you get a chance, peep out the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
Exciting game to watch. Exciting.
Well,
But Stroud was 30 for 42, 470 yards, averaging 11 yards, 5 touchdowns.
Texans.
5 touchdowns.
5
touchdowns.
Whole palm in your face.
In your face. No interceptions.
Rookie
Sacked 3
extraordinaire,
times.
people.
One interesting stat about C.J. Stroud, when you look at the stats for that game, he had 0 rushes for 10 yards. Still don't understand. I think that might have been a typo on the stat line, but 0 rushes for 10 yards. Go check that out.
We've been trying to figure out.
Go check that out. Drop that in the comments, whatever you use for stats and information. See if they got C.J. Stroud for 0 carries for 10 yards.
It's an amazing stat.
It is.
After we walk on water.
Something like that.
Something like that. All right. So in the NFC, my man Jordan Love gets back on the winning streak, but they beat up on a weak Rams team. He passed for 228 yards, 1 TD. I didn't care about the rest of the stats. Because at this point, like I said, it's
over with for him.
Right. They playing for next year. They playing for next year. I just want him to play good, look the part. He's got the size. To me, size is a big thing in the NFL. As far as a quarterback, you can be small at a running back, but like I said, you can't be 5'10" and a half when everybody else is 6'3", 6'4". You just can't. Sometimes you just can't see the line. You can't see wide open guys. But anyway, so I really like Jordan Love. I hope he does well. Geno Smith, he got beat up. He got beat down, I should say. Beat up, beat down. I never thought he had a chance going in. I forget what I specifically said about the game. I may have given him a chance. I never 157 yards in the INT. The Ravens make you look bad. You go into the, thinking you all nice looking. You come out, your hair be all messed up, your dress is torn, whatever, your suit. You ain't fine. No, go back home. No, that's what happens when you go into M&T. And then I do got a regular day job. I talk to a lot of people in Baltimore. I never bring up sports. Every once in a while, it's like, how you work at M&T? I mean, you work for M&T Bank, the Ravens. If it's a guy, I talk to people all day from Baltimore. All day. I love it. So, and then Bryce Young, okay, in this game, he threw 3 interceptions. I don't even have a touchdown. Oh, yeah, 1 TD, my hand right. 117 yards, 3 INTs. But I rewatched that game. Whenever they got close, he thought interception. I mean, to get in the game back in a competitive mode, he thought interception. I know he's a rookie. And I get it, but it's just tough for him right now. And I think it's a lot due to the size. I don't care what anybody says. And they be nice, and they talk about it on TV in a way,
But with that, it's one of those things. Would you rather be that quarterback that goes second or third off the board because you're going to a better team? Because honestly, Carolina, like, no receivers, no running backs, no offensive line. Like, the best part is a linebacker, a corner, and an edge rusher.
Yeah, and they talk about how he don't have a lot of help. I get it.
None.
So, I mean, the book ain't closed on. Obviously, he's a rookie. We'll see what happens. But I'm just saying, from home, watching football for a long time, I know they're going to talk nice about him, and they're going to make it seem nice. So I get it. Lamar and the Ravens, I mean, Lamar didn't even throw a touchdown. He had 173 yards, 178 yards, something like that passing. But it's to the point where Lamar don't got to be the star every week.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that offense is efficient. And if he needs to put up numbers or make throws, he can. Because one analyst pointed it out. I mean, Lamar is very accurate downfield. They just don't talk about it that much. More accurate than you realize. And I talk about the completion percentage. Lamar is number 1. You got to complete the pass before they can do anything else, people. You got to throw it and catch it. It's called completion. His is the highest right now. I filtered it. Go look.
I'll remain the highest for the whole season.
So that's important. But anyway, the big game was Dak, Prescott, Jalen Hurts, and the Eagles and the Cowboys, right? And everybody say Dak played well. I get it. We almost a week past that. Like I said before, to me, I don't care how good the Cowboys play. They're just not good enough to beat the Eagles. Coaching, whatever. You can use whatever backdrop you want to use to protect Dak or say it ain't his fault, he played good, whatever. To me, and sometimes that happens in sports. Just think about the Bulls, right? When Michael Jordan was playing, Patrick Ewing and the rest of them were just not in their best day. They could not beat Michael Jordan. That's what I think it is with Dak and the Eagles. And he comes up short. Dak will give you 3 quarters in 12 minutes. Or 3 quarters and 12 minutes. And then in the last 3 or 2, then he comes up short.
But with Dak, like I said, and again, I'm not saying I'm not a huge Dak fan. Like, yes, Dak. I want him as my quarterback. No. But I'm just grading it from the eye on what I see. And with Dak, he brought them back. Every time they fell down, he brought them back. He brought them back. He brought them back. He kept them in the game. He getting them down the field. But also in the same token, you had, and this is why I say it's certain things in games that's going to cost you. For the Eagles, the Cowboys wouldn't have even had a first and 10 from the 5-yard, the 11-yard line without a pass interference and a roughing the passer. Like, that set up Dallas to even get in that situation, and then you turn around and go off sides.
I get it.
Like coaching, and that's why I say with Dallas. But Dallas right there in prime position, ready to seize the moment. They jump off sides. They get a delay game. They get a back and point. Yeah, for the Eagles, they're not going to win that close game because of coaching and because of the small things. Okay, the small things
in that game there, where the Cowboys defense is supposed to be so good, they couldn't get a good.
They did get the stops at the end to get it back,
but then the Dallas just didn't come up.
Huh? Dallas had it first and goal or first and 10 from the 6-yard line, bro, with 27 seconds left in the game. If you tell me right now for the Super Bowl, the Ravens can have it first and 5 from the 6-yard line, if we score, we get a Super Bowl ring. I'm taking that every time.
Right. So
every time, like, who wouldn't want that situation?
I feel you. That's what I mean, man. Coaching, we can throw that in the backdrop, whatever, but and then we looked at their schedule, so they get another chance, right? They get another chance. They go up in 5 weeks. They get a chance again. They'll be home, okay? And we're going to see what happens, people. Obviously, nobody got a crystal ball, but the crystal is becoming a lot more clearer. It might not be 100% clear, but each week, as they say, the NFL is a week-to-week proposition. And no matter what anybody's saying, it can all change. Okay? You just having fun. Go on.
Funny tidbit. Remember a few weeks ago when I was like, oh, man, running backs and punters.
Right.
Got to be worried because y'all might be out of position, all this going for it on 4th down, this, that, and the other. What popped up into my mind on the screen over here, it popped up Carolina's drive chart. Punt, field goal, punt. So then it just made me think, shit, there's going to be 2-3 teams that's going to keep the punters in business. You ain't going to be able to get a first down. So you're going to have to punt. So 2, 3, 4 punters, y'all still safe. The rest of the league, watch out now.
They might not.
I'm just saying. They may not need a punter.
Bryce about to put it in the end zone.
I don't know.
He's staying in the pocket. Incompletion. Okay.
4th and 5. Do you go for it? Or do you 16-10? Oh, they're going for the field goal. 4th and 5.
They believe. They
got a shot. A little more defense. Get another field goal. We can get 2 more field goals in 10 minutes. That's what they're going for.
And, well, wait.
Because you can't expect them to go 70 yards and get a touchdown. If that's the case, you're better off going for that 4th and 5.
That is just tied up, right?
What?
2 more field goals?
Yeah. No, with this one, I'm just saying for right now.
That'll be 16-16.
Well, no, I'm saying 2 more after this.
Oh.
Like, because we got 10 minutes,
right.
11 minutes,
2 more.
2 more field goals.
Okay. All right.
And we get the dub.
We've been watching some Carolina fans.
All right.
But anyway, we love you if you're watching the videos and go to the website. We appreciate it.
Drop a comment. Let us know what you think. Any comments, anything, let us know. Good love. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following. See y'all next week.
All right, now.